Let's talk about trainer cards and how they've evolved over the past years. I'm gonna start all the way back with Gym Heroes when they had holos and non-holos. And they kept doing that all the way until Black and White Noble Victory. The Black and White era is when they started doing full arts, and one of the first full art trainers was N. They kept it pretty simple with trainer and then the name, and then this normal background with these lines. And they kept that going through X and Y. We have trainer in those big bold letters, then we have supporter on the right, the name, and those lines still there. And sometimes you can see like a little pattern in the background of the character. For Wally here, it's a flower. They kept almost the same style through Sun and Moon, but slightly changing it. They kept the normal color background, but they did change the trainer font. If you notice, they made it a lot less bold and made it thinner and smaller. Same for the supporter. They made the supporter look a bit more orange than red. They kept the lines on the sides, there's a lot smaller and harder to see and notice. They all just have a simple background. These cards were called ultra rares, and they kept those exact same things going through, well, Sword and Shield. Trainer font is the exact same, the small lines. On the ultra rares, it's more red than orange, and on the normals, it's just orange. And yes, those lines are on the uncommons as well. But then in Brilliant Star, they made Trainer Gallery, which is an art of a Pokemon with a trainer behind it. It's basically just a full art Pokemon card of a trainer, just chilling there. And they kept that going through Silver Tempest as well. But Scarlet and Violet is where it really changed. If you'd noticed, the trainers are still ultra rares, but they swapped the sides of the trainers and support. Trainers the same font, just on opposite sides. That honestly kind of bugs me. But now, they kind of have backgrounds. They're not just colors. Yes, Sword and Shield did a little bit of that too. But we also gotta remember, but Scarlet and Violet base is when they brought in the trainer SIRs. I don't have one to show you, all I have is come up from Surgeon Sparks. But Scarlet and Violet is when these ones started showing up. You don't just have the ultra rare, you also have the SIR version, which I find very interesting. Then with Journey Together, they brought back trainer Pokemon. Obsession, Iono's Billybolt, Clefairy, and a whole lot more. I find this whole thing super interesting. How it went from just uncommons, SIRs, and ultra rares. But you can't forget the Friends In. That's also a very interesting one that I also forgot to mention. But I think that's enough for today. We blame N for this.